So I don't even grab the. It don't mean the man is stealing, mean I'm walking. Ew. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I lose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. Like the hands on the clock. Oh, you irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like hands on the clock. I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
This is second nature, all is automatic.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. To kick off for New Orleans.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, McDonald. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Out of the gun, McDonald. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And all the way down to the... A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
So the big play. From the gun, it's McDonald. And shy of the 35 at the 36.
A 6-yard pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
David Onyemata brought it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. First down, McDonald. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The extra point.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
The score, Titans 7, Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 31, Brees, and brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on the first series.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. Here's Jackson to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 28-yard line. The
Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles, and then get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing on first down. McDonald uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, McDonald. The open man is Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 58 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Daquan Jones.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Murray. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Murray, the ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Will Lutz on for the point after. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
It's Derrick Henry. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out to the right to Humphries. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Titans 14, Saints 7.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
From the gun, McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, McDonald. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Running from the gun with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. He's really good.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing now is Breeze.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They begin with Henry, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. From the gun, McDonald. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, McDonald. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Henry. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
1 yard.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
McDonald's back.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, McDonald. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And goal to go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Cole McDonald keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
55, mark, 55. Hey, tight. Easy, opposite. 55.
Here's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley started the first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown. 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
4-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Can you believe it? It's a Super Bowl 49 hero, Malcolm Butler. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
47 is the mic. 47.
They keep it on the ground. This time out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production.
About that, if they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. First down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal. Off and go for the touchdown.
On 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On play action, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Breeze. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check 55, come on. Check 55, come on. You ain't got nothing.
On 1st down, Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's McDonald. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. What we got? What we got? What we got?
He can run for it, and he will. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Ready? Right there in the middle. 55. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, 55.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Murray. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Breeze going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. CD, this defense. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrap wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Titans on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is McDonald. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, McDonald. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. It's the point after try for Gostkowski. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Titans 52, Saints 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mile. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
2nd down, here's Hurts. That'll be complete to Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 54 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Mix the score, Titans 52, Saints 21. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
49-yard line.
And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
47's the mic.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Pick it up.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 47 Mike.
Again, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Charles Davis, for all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got a